Good morning, everybody. How's it going? That's good to hear. All right, or good night, however you look at it. So, yes, we were talking about my confession about the reasons why I was cheating, the reasons why this was going on, the reasons why I was watching porn, the reasons why I was ending up in jail. Oh, yeah, and there's also a fun video at the end of this week at 10 p.m. It'll be released, another one. So, hope that you guys enjoy it because it's the most wonderful thing you could ever get to. Um, yeah, we were talking about it, and the reasons why I started cheating is because I chose to. The reasons why I started letting go and not being able to obviously check my emotions before I wreck them. Right? It's another thing that I've been taught. It is interesting that people are going to end up coming on here and telling stories, and that's all right. That's cool. But I actually deleted the video because I was stupid and because I was very mad at myself. So we hope we can get through this one in a matter of a little bit of time. So if you guys are new here, welcome in. This is awesome. And yes, this is called the Lonely Channel. Lonesome. LISTNTTTWLN. Little. So even though that we're talking about this, yes, I cheated. Yes, I did all that. I was explaining that I was pissed off, right? And so since I can't end up talking to anybody and making sure that I'm okay, the TV show I was watching, it was called Lucifer, right? I don't know why, but I was pissed off about something, and it seemed from Jeffrey Dahmer to now Lucifer, which is a very reasonable TV show for anybody that knows about that. It's a different show. It puts you in the comedy of actually want to start drinking again, right? But even though that I was watching it, I don't feel ashamed of it. I don't feel guilt. Yes, I do all the time. I feel guilty for watching this stuff. I feel guilty for when I do something right. So even though that work has been obviously awesome, and we're working around the clock on getting those new music videos and stuff out, it's going to take a while because I got to work on my anger issues, right? That's what I'd say. So because of the troubles that are going on in someone's head, 1 out of 15 people every single hour. So far, it's 2.57811 percentage that it's going to go up or it's going to go down depending on how fast people are going to end up losing their time, their mindset, their heart, whatever. But even though that we're talking about that, yes, I did cheat on. I had 5 women at one time, no, not even knowing why. Um, her name was Kaylee Daly. She was the only one that was for me. And then I started spending time with these other 4 girls, whatever. And from there, she said she wants to get a place together and move in and get married and start a family. And well, we kind of left it alone several years ago. But if you guys are going through rough patch, yes, I am not the only one that has cheated on a boyfriend or girlfriend in a relationship because that's what we choose. We choose something, we're going to go after it until we're after it, and then once we're done that. But even though the fantasy time, like there's a fantasy of life, you can end up approaching that the longer you go, dating 5 women or even more. Then you become a player. Then you start drinking Bud Light, right? That's what I was called, the Bud Light guy, because of my what I was talking about. Obviously, boosting it up every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, not knowing what it actually meant. Going to football games, sports games, spending time with all the cheerleaders, which was awesome, right? But is it called a lust when all you truly do is go after someone? When you go after someone, like when you are checking them out, is it lust? I don't know. Is lusting something that's common? Yes. If so, then key in what would you do? Okay. So I've been told that I'm a truth teller and that I do nothing but tell the truth. I'm being honest with people, and straight up, when you are honest with everyone, people are going to get a little bit fussy, right? So even though that things have happened once again with dad and he can't seem to accept that he's wrong or right, he confesses that he's wrong, and then he says he backtracks and makes himself look like I'm the reason, right? I'm the reason why he wants to end up over toilet paper, right? Like, who cares if there's toilet paper in the bathroom? Like, there's a lot. So then he gets aggressive, and then he starts getting physical violence, right? And then he starts getting to the point where he lets go, and then I accuse him again, right? I accuse him. He's not willing to end up checking in. I tell him what's going on. He doesn't want to go to church anymore. He says, am I going to go to church? My sleep pattern's changing, whatever. I recommend being honest with your family, and if they can't be honest with you, then go and talk to a friend, a pastor, a pope, somebody that is going to be in your life that you're going to be able to be responsible. And, the reactions of that is, okay, cool. I've done something wrong, and I'm going to experience it. I'm going to take this to a whole new level, and I'm not going to cherish. I'm going to cherish this. So knowing that this is going to be changing, do I have a chance to confess that I'm wrong to anybody? And if you do, they're going to be very upset when they figure it out. Lust is it's a thing that people do. So like, check this out, right? If you call it double take, right? That's another Austin Moon song from Austin Alley. Even though that you're going to go after being lustful, is it lust if somebody doesn't know it? Is it a sin not even knowing it, right? But if all you talk about is I'm going to go and travel the world and you never go and do that, what are you doing? You're telling yourself that you never wanted to go anywhere, and you're not seeing the world. You're seeing your front door. You're seeing the back door. You're seeing the back porch, your back patio. You're not going to do that, right? And so the mature thing to do is take responsibility, understand, and go out of your way to end up making someone happy, right? Well, I've done that multiple times, and dating these women were before these relationships, and somewhere in between, I seem to fall right back into this same trap that all she wants to do is have sex, and that's fine. That's fine. She wants to have a porn, like she wants to record us while we're having sex. Like, okay, there might be something wrong with that. Just saying. If you had a choice in your life to say, I want to become a music artist, and people are laughing and mocking you because of it, does that mean that it's not right? Well, whatever you plan it out to be, that's what's going to happen. I was obviously at the park playing ping pong, Darth Vader pong, and it's the same thing as ping pong. There's another pool table. Is it okay for anybody to realize that we can do this? If yes, don't go after your safe and don't double take. So double taking, like I was just trying to say, is if you check a woman out or a man out for multiple times and you start having lustful thoughts, right? And that's fine. That's a normal thing. That's a normal feeling. Is it okay to end up having anybody in your life to talk to? Exactly. That's what I thought too. That's a big fat no, most likely. But the responsibility that anybody has to do, and this is how anybody's day is going. I sleep, I go to school, I go to work, I'm going to come back, I'm going to keep going. How do I proceed forward? You proceed forward because of how many times that you're ready to end up taking the impossible and change it, right? So if all I did was say, you know what, I'm going to I'm going to have all these movie clips, and then people are going to end up being fussy with me. Well, how many trailers and movies that you can go through every 365 days a year, right? Some people even say that there's 360 days. I don't know. But you got to go. It's 52 weeks in a year. So then you got to times that times how many months. So there's 12. And then you'll get your final answer, which is 52. And then it's 365. So with all of that, how does this end up impacting your change? Well, I recommend don't be a poser and don't go out of your way to date 5 women. Making sure that you're honest with in your relationship or not. Whether they're going to hook up with people or you're just going to end up having super chill time, like just stay home and chillax and maybe have him or her come over. There's a point of saying, yes, I agree to everything that they're going to say, but there's also, you have to agree to disagree just to knowing, is this the right relationship or friendship or whatever this is? Do you know what marriage is? Marriage is difficult, right? They say that marriage is the difficult thing, but relationship is actually harder because marriage, you get to do everything you ever wanted, and then you get divorced, and that's the second part of that's basically like an ex-girlfriend or boyfriend. It's complicated. But there's one thing that you got to take in. Not everything's about you or her. Not everything's about them. They need to communicate, take responsibility for their actions, knowing that this is the chance. If I finally did this, how do I end up accepting that I'm wrong or right? After 18 seconds, you will end up figuring out that at 18 seconds, you will know one thing. They either like you or dislike you, or they're attracted to you, motivating yourself, making sure to keep your hair cut, whatever, go to the gym, work out, make sure to get 100% of sleep all the time. If you sleep 4 hours like people in this world, like I used to, it's bad. It's disappointing. Those days are bad. But because people in this world are going to take advantage of me, why should I end up giving them my support? You should give them the support because that's the kindest thing you could do. What should I do if I don't feel any pain? Well, if you don't feel any pain, you can realize that you could talk about every little detail with anybody, knowing this one's all about you or them. But should I end up paying the price for someone else's fault? No, don't get in a fight with your family. Make sure to take responsibilities. Don't talk to the joker. Don't talk to the devil. Don't talk to anybody. Don't sell your soul. Don't do that. Because what you're really doing is puffing yourself with pride. You're making sure that you don't care about anybody. And then that's basically the identifying of what pain comes from. Pain comes because of people that are going to do us wrong. Should I support someone? Support whoever you want, making sure that this is the response, right or wrong. And you're never right until someone else confesses that they're wrong to you or mad. So I don't need to keep going out of my way, but you can go out of your way, make a difference, go and talk to a family member, go to church, go to a meeting. The last time I was in a meeting, man, it was super wild and all eyes were on me. And you know how embarrassing I was? It was bad. I don't like it. I don't appreciate it. This was at one of my awesome meetings that I got to go to weekly on Fridays, usually. Yes, it's on Fridays nights, 6:30. Unless they want to take a day off or whatever, or we get a mix up and somebody else takes over the room that we're staying at. But would you recommend someone to go to these groups? I recommend if you want help, find a resource to go to. After you take the response, then motivate yourself to everything's gonna work out. Okay, so even though that you're gonna have to do homework, the homework part is disappointing because you want to be in a relationship, you want to get married, you want to do all this, but how do you end up approaching the next person that screams at you and tells you that you're wrong about every little detail? Don't assume. You need to jump to conclusions, right? Let them make up their mind. My dad, he wants to jump to conclusions. My family does not know me. Past tense, a long time ago. The reasons why my family gave me up at birth was because they were drug dealers and they couldn't take care of each other. They couldn't be in the same room because all they would do is fight. Um, the reasons why I don't know when my birthday is because I don't even know my name. I'm a nobody. I can't get in trouble with the law because I automatically will lose I'll lose everything. And I'm 99% sure that my family might even disown me at that point. That I won't be able to ever speak to them. But even being in a prison cell would still make me mad. What kind of food should you eat? You should make sure to eat fruit, vegetables, comments, yogurt if needed, broccoli, bananas, bubble gum. That's a joke. Don't eat bubble gum or pizza for breakfast unless you know what you're doing. Should you end up going to a game? Yes. I represent the people in the United States. That's all I can say. What's your biggest fear, failure? What's your biggest failure? What are you scared of? What is the reason why you keep acting out? The reasons why I keep freaking out or getting stuck in this mindset is because I choose to. The reasons why I'm obviously almost done with school is because of all that. But even though that I'm dating this 5G chicks or whatever, I was drunk out of my mind when this was all going on. I was obviously taking sleep aids, and when you're taking sleep aids, you don't even know what the frick you're putting in your body, right? You don't even know what the heck. And so when you're doing all that, you got to take one measure of your life because the resources are going to depend on who you are, right? If I have a mental illness, then I'm going to be stuck with a therapist. If I don't have a mental illness, which is nobody that I know of, how can I end up dealing with the struggles? Well, I don't need to pop this pill or that pill to know that it's not going to work. But the requirements are when you actually first take it, it's going to take 3 weeks, so either 21 days or 28 days. And if you take it 30 days a week, 30 pills in a month, if you're taking 30 pills in the next 30 days, knowing that you're going to run out on the next time you see a doctor, it's a guarantee that things are supposed to be this way because of who we live with, who we are surrounded with, who I surround my people with, who I surround my life with. That's who I'm going to become. Drug dealers, I'm going to become a drug dealer. If I hang out with potheads, I'm going to hang out with them. If I hang out with people at the bar, like my best friend, well, the comment from here is realizing that if you go to the bar, it's okay. what girls like most is being attractive to people that like to take care of their face, their body, um, maybe their nutsack hair, butt hair, whatever it might be. Making sure to sit down, cuddle, go to sleep, going on night walks or day walks. Stephanie is awesome, so shout out to her. If you remember the movie Hancock, that's another good one. Friends, family, um, how little house on the prairie, Family Guy, Little People, Big World, Little People, Big Awesome, 9-9. Oh yeah, and if you talk about satanic stuff, which is another thing that people are going to talk about, um, when you talk about 666, you're actually worshiping and you're giving the enemy a foothold in your life to bury you and keep you stuck in the mindset of thinking that I'm a good person, knowing that I don't even know where the heck that we even get that from. So, but it is response to this broken, obviously world. The culture says live however you want, talk however you want, making sure to take all resources to a whole new level. And by doing that, it can affect, if not mess you up. If you are lesbian or something, it can cause people to not ever want to be in a relationship. If I'm gay, which is along with lesbian, is it okay to go after and talk that way? Well, it really does come down to your opinion and your opinion only. So if you think it's something that you would like to end up giving out there, telling people stories, whatever it might be, I say go ahead and tell people because you want to show your story, you want to get out there, you want to produce, you want to do this. How do I do that without making people angry? How you end up going and making music is you got to put everything, all of your thought bubbles and time into this one thing, which is go and make music. Why do I feel so uncomfortable? People feel uncomfortable all the time. So there's that. Why are people quitting their jobs because they want to go PO about everybody? It's and PO is just basically giving people a bunch of crap, not responding incorrectly, knowing that if there is ever a possibility of making this, of working this out, uh, like I said, it comes down to your opinion and your opinion always. Whether I'm spending time with 15 people or 20, I can go out of my way to make people happy, or I can accept that I'm wrong, even though that things are not going to go my way right off the bat. Should I take full precaution and safety measures into this lifestyle? Maybe. And the reasons why I say maybe is because I don't know where people's mindsets are. Sometimes they're at the gym. Sometimes they're lost. It just depends on who you want to be, where you want to be in your life, the stories, the understanding. But if all I did every single day is get mad at my family or get mad at someone, how do you think it's going to make me feel over time? I'm telling myself that I don't believe in myself, and the construction of all this has been incomplete. Should I take this responsibility for my family's fault, or should I just end up telling them what how it is? If all I did was curse out a storm and tell people that I want like their appreciation, I say go after your dreams. Don't let anybody tell you what to do, but unless it is required for all this, I take it as they're not trying to hurt you. They're trying to give you wisdom. They're trying to give you the understanding that not everything in this lifestyle is treating us with the kindness. I got told I got told when I was a little kid that if I ever went outside in the park by myself that they were going to ground me. Well, I got grounded multiple times. Does that mean that I'm a bad kid because I didn't listen to them? No, it's because I took the response as no, they're just giving me a bunch of crap and they don't care or they're trying to hide me from things. And then there was always this white van joke. Um, if there's a car that is selling candy, there's something wrong with it. So one thing you got to do is take a response that don't go out there and make a fool of yourself, and love your family as you're gonna love yourself, no matter what. Where what I used to do a long time ago, past tense, is everything that's been going on here, right? I'm mad, but I'm mad at the world. I'm mad at my own experiences of life. Do I deserve this? Maybe. I don't know. It's up to you to deserve that, to say that, to say whatever you want. So, should I even care? Is it wrong for two people to end up getting in a fight and having two people who never agree on anything, right? And so that's what a relationship is. Even though that I was with these chicks, even though the 2018 became one of those, I ended up in the hospital. A week later, I came out of the hospital, which was really like, it was sad. It was disappointing. Even though that I went there, I don't want to ever go back because I know the experiences. The government wants me to shape up, right? Officers, police officers. You'll see that video on Friday night, which is it's really insane. It should blow up everybody's mind. Of when you see this, like, yeah, you see a police officer that lives in the same city, but this is like next level, top gear on. I started tripping balls, but you will know about all that on Saturday. So the last question was, should I even try? You need to try to do everything. Go to the gym, go home, go back to bed, wake up, eat some dinner, go repeat it. And I say, if you're not having the continuing part to take 5 deep breaths every single morning, every single night before you go to sleep and tell yourself that everything's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. But don't go out of your way to have a panic attack because those are common here. Those are very common. Is it okay to cheat? No, it's not okay to cheat. It's not okay to do anything. It's not okay to go out of your way and cheat on someone just because you want to try to get them back. I've watched all these movies all the time that all they're going to do is cheat, right? They're in a good marriage and then boom, they're separated for good, and then randomly down the road they find each other and then they get back together and it repeats the cycle. Almost 59%, 75%, 85%, 90%. 90% of the time it's gonna be that way. The wisdom I can say is you keep trying, you go out there, make a difference, and you say it's okay. I'm not. Maybe today's not a good day. Maybe I am going through a bad time. It's not the end of the world. If you had a bad day, you can take a day down, right? Listen to that song. If you had a bad day, it's a good song. It's in the Chickmunks. If you don't remember that movie. And so when you engage with people that are gonna end up going out of your way to say, you know what, we need to get married just because their friends are engaged and they're having 5 kids or whatever it might be. We don't want to rush into having 5 kids knowing that who knows what the heck's gonna happen. All right, let's go back to the one question that I couldn't answer. How do I speak to my dad? Right? Joe Show. How you can speak to your dad is be nice, be appropriate, be reasonable, and understand that there is going to be fighting in the between of this. But be honest with them. Ask them a simple question about what are they struggling with, and then and then vice versa. You'll start having stories. They might lie, they might admit it, they might be being able to be confessing it. Um, I say take 5 steps every single time that you see them and say, "Congratulations, I'm proud of you." Don't fight them. Learn from someone else's mistakes because you can say that every movie, every TV show, every Family Guy episode, every King of the Hill episode, um, every TV show I've watched, I seem to start acting like someone in the movie or TV show sometime over time. What? No questions from there. Is it okay to have a beer at night? I recommend that is up to you, but the way I would do it is at 12:15 every morning or night, however people looked at it, is I would gunshot that and what I mean by that is you open a beer, you crack it open, and boom, you shotgun it every single time, and then you're ready to go. But for most people, they're going to go to the bar because they're upset, they're depressed, they're lonely, scared, um, or they're worried about some test or work schedule or something. For the mothers out there, is it okay to yell at your children? No, but take the response that if they have done you wrong, take 5 deep breaths, worry and think about the positives of what you're going to get at. Should I even care? You need to care about your kids because you brought them into this world just as much as we're going to go out this at the same way. I say produce as many kids and family members that you can, so then that way over time, brothers and sisters can end up having family members within the time of getting pregnant if pregnancy is in the cards for you guys. Well, what do I do about my boyfriend or girlfriend cheating? Well, if they're cheating on you, don't I don't say I would not recommend going out of your way to hurt them emotionally. I say just let them come to you and admit that they're wrong. And the moment that you do, they will either feel guilty. You got to work with them just as much as the last girlfriend never worked with me, and then that was it. We worked with each other. We got on the same level. Her mother liked me. Her sister liked me until we started having sex. Like it's a whole big story. But it's the same with my brother. My brother's gonna say bullshitting things about how I'm still his girlfriend or ex girlfriend or whatever. And he's gonna hold me back in 2020 or 19. I don't know. 2020 sounds reasonable. But if you go back, there's a lot of songs that are gonna end up promoting certain things that are going on in life the rest of the time. Um, should I even go out of my way to end up? No, don't go out of your way to hurt them. I say maybe go and talk to our girlfriend, sit down with them, and making sure to take the responsibility as maybe you could point it out in multiple different questions. but you answer one question. Tell me what you've been doing, and I won't get mad at you. I won't get frustrated. But you need to work with them, whether they are cheating on you, whether they're going behind your back, whether they're texting other people, avoiding you. It's the same thing with prison guards, right? If all they did was say, you know what, F this job, and you run out and you go and they never come back, they're gonna find a position for someone else to end up taking that one. So same with Jeffrey Dahmer. I say if you go and watch Monster, you will end up wondering what it means to go out of your way and to be in prison, and you take it from somebody that did not have life at the beginning to you will end up challenging your life of maybe my mother and family left me or adopted me or accepted me for who I am. I might be able to like my kids or my own daughter or whatever it might be. But in my family's mindset, they think it's fun to make 55 kids and only keep one. And the one was me and my sister that I no longer live with, that we don't live with each other. We don't. My older brother, he's in Salt Lake. That's just the way it is. We're all separated, and she's in Texas, and, she's been through rehab. She's been trying to get a job. She's been trying to get help ever since 2022. I've seen her one time, and she's still vaping that I know of. She's obviously helping out with family members, spending time with our grandparents that I know of. To my knowledge, my mother is okay. To my dad, he's okay. They had to be separated 15 minutes away from each other unconditionally. But if you went out of your way to hurt someone, it's going to make it's going to make a lot of people upset. I don't recommend turning into someone that you don't, but look at someone else's actions, movies, or TV shows, and you will see the reactions why your family members or people in your life are acting the way they are. Maybe they are being dishonest. Maybe they're not being able to go to therapy like they're supposed to. Maybe they go once and then they get all weird and start playing gaming or whatever. And I used to play games like a lot. Is it okay to go out of my way to appreciate my husband, my girlfriend? Yes. Go out of your way, love them, appreciate them, take care of them, and you can make coffee for them if they like coffee. Take them to a movie, take a shower, whatever it might be that will end up helping you out. Go to the gym every single day. You and your girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, go to the gym because it will help you with 1% of your mind. If you go out of your way, and since I don't like cheating anymore, right? Nobody likes a liar, deceiver, and a controller. All right. I've been told that I'm a control freak, just like, anybody in my family is a control freak, it seems like. My brother gets on my case about Selena Gomez because she's beautiful in his eyes, which she's not. I can't even know why. I like somebody else, and I'm never going to talk about it, just the way it is. My mom likes to spank me with spatulas as a funny fact. She does it when she's mad at me, right? She spanks me, and then boom, even though I got a headlock, I can now go and surface this and knowing that I've already moved on. I'm way out there, and they're stuck on this dream of wishing that I could be locked up in a hospital, which hospitals are cool, but you can't really do anything in there. I mean, you might be able to go and see friends, talk to family members on the phone, whatever, but there is a choice. If they like sports, go to their sports game. If they like basketball, football, volleyball, tennis, any sport that you truly believe in, NFL, basketball, the NBA, college football. College football is awesome. I recommend that women are going to be more challenged. And then when you get to the NBA and the NFL, you got girls at the Wazoo that are like 18 years old that are just like, I got this yesterday and I'm here, like in Dallas, Texas, or Oklahoma or Minnesota, um, Baltimore, Philadelphia, Washington D.C., which is where I used to live a long time ago, um, back in before '06. So I also stepped on a firework back in July. Uh, yeah, exactly. Not even 5 years, a minute. 5 minutes ago, exactly, if I want to make sure. Then 3 days later, this red line goes up my leg. Boom, I'm at the hospital. I end up going down a dirt hill, right? I'm just going to go on and on. But I had to get like however many stitches, whatever, at like 7 or 8 years old, 9 years old. Had to get stitched up down there. Yes, I went out of my way to do this, and I thought I was reasonable. And then recently, even though that I almost got him, had to go back to the doctors because of getting in an awesome crash that I thought was awesome. It's just the way it is. I'm tensing. I'm tensing up. I say if you want to end up getting hard, that's another good movie. The other guys are another good movie. Family Guy, Lion King, Jurassic World, Deadpool for girls that want to get drunk and high off their mind. Um, do you believe in dating? Yes. I believe that there can be two people that can be compatible, a man and a woman, or a man and a woman, a lady and a woman, whatever. Um, yes. It is the response that a lot of people are going to say, well, I should date this man or this woman or this girl. You should do whatever you think that's mine. That's nice to you. The reasons why I'm going so long is because I like telling people stories, and because I'm stupid, I don't have anything else to do. My life is basically nothing. So, yes. Why should I care about this man or woman? You need to care about them because they're in your life. Why should I even talk to them? They might have saved your life. They might have helped you get over this breakup, get over this whatever it might have been that you think that you need help with. I say go and recommend to a friend, somebody. Go to these sports groups. The girl I like, I will have to talk about that in a whole new one. But just know it's somewhere in the world, and man, I can't believe it. Um, why did you make a video about porn? I made a video about porn because I wanted the people to know that I wasn't hiding anything, and the reasons why I'm not hiding anything is because I'm willing to accept that I was wrong in what I did and where I started, where I finished it. Boom. It's never like it's been a dream of mine ever since I was 17, which was just like 4 years ago exactly. So being this 19-year-old, 20-year-old, 21, whatever, now you start realizing that things start changing at the age of 15 for people. The age of 18, they should be able to know better what right and wrong are. They should be able to be in college or getting ready to graduate college at that point. I graduated back in 2016, and here we are 7, 8 years later, and I'm finally almost done with school again. So after getting a master's degree or whatever, PhD, which is a giggity joke by Sheldon. Why did you say giggity? It's what Quagmire says in Family Guy. It's a neighbor of Peter Griffin. Whatever. The next one was, why do you wear so many shirts that have color? I recommend going out of your way to at least having brighten up your future, your day, your week. Mondays are going to be boring and it's going to be upsetting for 90% of the people. Why should I even try? You need to try because it's your example and it's what you're going to be thinking about. Yes, I am a very awesome person. Keep up the good work. We're very proud of you guys. And okay, one more 50 million questions coming in. I can only answer enough time. What do I have to do in the dating life? You can go out to movies. You can go out to bowling, going to sports, hiking. You could have sex with them if they're reasonable. You could go to a bar. You could go out to eat. You could take them out to eat to the best restaurant. Texas Roadhouse was her favorite, and then Chili's is now her favorite. Now it's been McDonald's, and McDonald's is healthier. It always gives a lot of people the craps after, and within 1 hour you feel weird after the first 5 bites or after the first Big Mac that you have, or the hot and spicy McDouble. A Big Bitchin' is a hot and spicy and a cheeseburger, which is delicious. I recommend that 100%. I'll to the board. Be honest with one friend in your life for the rest of the week, and that's how you end up getting over this breakup. Spending time with your girlfriends is how you get over it too. Don't just eat ice cream and cookie dough because people feel like it. I know that that's where we all go to when we think we need to. Okay. The final question. Why do you say that you love us? I love helping people out. In North Ogden, a long time ago, I spent time with my best friend, and he showed me the ropes of what it meant to be a best friend. Sorry, I'm freaking out right now. So, because of all that facts and we're going through it, I know that it's Monday and people are bored and nobody wants to talk about anything. But have you seen that Trump stuff? It is nasty off the clops. Who knows that 34 counts of whatever, you could be guilty of fudge. I love fudge. Don't you love fudge? Fudge is wonderful. I don't recommend voting for anybody if people are asking, just because I've never voted. My family's never voted. They vote. But we don't even know who's going to become the president. We got to end up focusing on every single day our goals, whether we're going to smoke, cigarettes, whatever it might be. I'll have to show you guys my pill bottle one day. It's a joke. Maybe it's not. Making sure to get 8 to 10 hours, 12 hours, 13 hours a day. And if you can't get that, making sure that you at least get enough of 8 to 9 hours, 8 to 10 hours of sleep. Beautiful. The reasons why you stay up all night. Well, I don't stay up all night. I stay up until a little after 1 or so, 2, maybe. Leave the TV on at night. Don't do that. It can put bad thoughts in your mind sometimes, good thoughts in your mind. You start thinking about peeing or going to the bathroom more, stuff like that. So we'll see you guys in the next one, and have a great night. I know it's Monday and this one was boring. So yes, see you guys very soon, and maybe even tomorrow and maybe tonight, who knows. So yeah, keep up the good work. I recommend getting some iced tea lemon because it's healthy and it helps your direction of what you're feeling. So if you have any questions about it, you know what's up. You already know what to do.